Hey, happy day 140, day 480 of What's She Up To Now, where I'm documenting my personal journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world of businesses, corporate America, and a lot of different offline brick and mortar real businesses to the online world of business and business success. I'm trying to duplicate the success I had in the offline world in the online world, and I ain't there yet. Working on it up and down and up and down. It's much more of a roller coaster than I personally anticipated. And it's 100% my fault and my responsibility. And one of the big reasons that as I'm looking back over the last 480 plus days, because I didn't start documenting my journey right off the bat, I have to admit is distractions. Distractions which are incidentally excuses or objections or reasons or, justifications for why I'm not where I think I should be. Distractions are a huge part of the online experience, at least for me. And I suspect that I'm not the only one that has fallen into these traps, these what I call learning loop death traps, where we spin our wheels and we think we have to know all of these things before we actually apply so much of what we learn and so much of what we know. And there's so many distractions, all of the different social media platforms. For the most part, if you're not doing your thing on that and you're not adding value or producing content or doing your thing that is moving your business ahead on a social media platform, unless you're just there for social interaction and fun, you're wasting your time. You're being distracted. You're spinning your wheels. I used to get distracted for like hours a day on not just social media, but trying to figure out different things, trying to figure out how to do things, trying to learn everything myself. And that was a huge distraction because the truth is I'm not good at everything. I'm not good at a lot of stuff online. And now I can do it and I'm proficient at it. I'm really good at it. But why? Because I hate doing it. So even though I can do these things, I don't feel that awesome when I'm doing them. I'll give you an example. I became a ClickFunnels certified partner, not because I wanted to have an agency or build funnels or do marketing for other people, but because I wanted to learn it to apply to my own business and the businesses of my family members. I come from a very entrepreneurial family, and so I wanted to learn all the details so that I could help my family use and do those things. And I could do it for myself, but I never got involved in it because I wanted to do it as a business or to sell it to other people, because it's very detail oriented. And I am a big picture person. I like the big picture, strategy, philosophy, processes, systems, procedures, in efficiency and continuous improvement. Those are my things. So the detail oriented aspects of building a funnel and designing a funnel and copywriting and creating that funnel, although I'm very proficient at it now, I don't love it. I don't love doing it. I do it for some of my consulting clients and some of my customers, but very, very rarely. And I pick and choose who I do it for because I find it really frustrating and tedious. And we all have things like that in our lives that are distractions. So I spent probably the better part of a year being distracted by the ClickFunnels software, and I love it. I still use it today. I highly recommend it to anybody that's got a business as a way to really automate your sales process. Love it and can help you do that, but I don't want to do it for you. I'll hook you up with somebody that will, but I don't want to do it for you. But I can help you with the strategy and why and how you would use that. And like a lot of other things, how you would do certain things in your business. That's what I'm here for. So distractions, I still fall prey to them, but a lot less. And I actually have to create systems and routines and habits in myself that don't allow me to get as distracted. So for example, I have a rule that the only time I can watch Netflix is when I'm exercising, because otherwise I know that I will go on Netflix binges, just like everybody else, every human nature. It's designed and set up that it hooks our brain in from episode to episode. And there's so many choices and you can just get lost in it for days at a time. Now I will use Netflix as a stress reducer or just as some downtime, do nothing, but very rarely, because I know it's easy for me personally to get hooked in and distracted by that. a lot of us are, it's the same way on social media. Facebook, I can get sucked into the whole of Facebook, and 45 minutes or an hour have gone by reading and seeing what other people are doing. Now, is it sometimes cool to see what other people are doing and to model and know, okay, well, this is what's going on in the Facebook world of my people and my interactions? Yes. But if I'm spending more time doing that, searching and going through and studying what other people are doing, unless I'm doing it with an intent and purpose, then I'm probably just wasting my time, right? Or procrastinating, spinning my wheels, or getting distracted, which is an excuse for not getting my stuff done or doing what it is that I need to do. I set up systems so that I have to do the things that I want to get done, because I really do want to get the things done that I want to get done in my life. I don't want to be distracted. So for example, I create my content first thing in the morning. I get out of bed, I get cleaned up, I get another new bathrobe on or pajamas, and I get set up to do my content creation, my videos in the morning. I do those first things in the day. For example, now I'm doing a 90-day challenge with the amazing Heather Ann Havenwood, a 90-day influencer live video challenge. And I get up and I do 2 videos for that. I'm thinking about adding a third every morning. So I do my personal content, then I do the videos for the 90-day challenge. And then I go about my day, the rest of my day. And a lot of it right now is tied up with my amazing, now 4-year-old granddaughter. It's her birthday today. But that is my choice. And so it's not a distraction. Some people would say, that's a distraction. You should be working all the time. But no, as we get older, we realize that there is some semblance to our lives, and we get to choose what we want to spend our time and energy on, what's a priority for us. And I learned about 9 years ago now that people we love and care about, people are way more important than working all the time, building my business and growing and creating what it is that I want to create and how I want to impact the world. People and the people we love and care about are more important than that. And sometimes they have to be a priority. So for probably this year, she will be my priority Monday through Friday during the day as I help out my son with his beautiful daughter. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, I've had my decades of building businesses and just going. And that was really, if I look back, it was to the detriment of my relationships. It was my intent was like most men and most women that have their own business or that work all the time, because in corporate America, I did the same thing. I worked all the time, was because I wanted to be able to have the money to provide my kids with, and my husband and myself with the lifestyle that we wanted. And my understanding was that I had to work all the time to make that happen. So I chose work over my family and over my kids a lot more than I like to admit. And it breaks my heart to think about that. And so when I committed to helping out with my granddaughter, I committed that I was not going to do that. I was going to be a lot more present. Now, the other day she asked me, Grandma, why do you work all the time? And actually, it kind of broke my heart a little because I thought I was doing a better job of not working and not doing work-related things when she was around. And I guess I've been a little guilty of that because I have been taking coaching calls and I have been doing some consulting and I have been doing some, content creation or interviews while she's been with me. And so I'm committing to myself that I'm not going to be distracted. When I'm with her, I'm with her. When I'm working on my business, I'm working on my business. And I think that focus will benefit both areas of my life. So just note your distractions. Pay attention to what gets you distracted. And maybe that's okay. Maybe you need those distractions to cope with stress or other things that are going on in your life. But be conscious of the distractions that you're using or the excuses that you're making, and then the distractions and the places that you're spending your time, so that you're not using that as excuses. Because we can fool other people pretty much all the time, but we can never really fool ourselves. So that's my little diatribe today, and my thoughts and my feelings about distractions. And I know that it's a continuously improving, evolving process for me. I'm always looking at, okay, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Why did I do that? Why did I spend 2 hours listening to a webinar on something that doesn't even apply to what I'm doing right now? Well, maybe it's because I wanted to learn from the person that was doing that webinar. But maybe it's just because I didn't want to do something that I really want to do for myself and I'm just procrastinating. So just analyze yourself, have an awesome day. And of course, I will be with you tomorrow with another little insight into how the journey goes. Take care.